What's up, Naptown? Are you ready for the 2022 NFL season and our record predictions? Roach, you ready to talk about the Naptown Colts?
Oh, I'm ready, man. This is going to be an interesting team. I look forward to this.
Hell yeah, they're going to be interesting because Carson Wentz, he's gone. He's
Mhm.
now with the Washington Commanders
Yep.
and bringing in Matt Ryan, which I think is clearly an upgrade for them.
Absolutely. He's going to win them games, not lose them games like Carson Wentz did last year.
Yeah, I thought Carson Wentz would be a good fit for them
Yeah.
too, like a new start, good offensive line, a running game, but it just didn't work out. And I think Matt Ryan is going to be a better answer for them going into this year. Now,
Mhm.
the Indianapolis Colts last year, Roach, they had some heartbreak. They had that loss to Jacksonville week 18, which prevented them from going to the playoffs, dude.
Yeah, man. When that happened, we were all so shocked, but that was tough, man.
Yeah,
Very
I
tough.
thought they for sure were going to win. So they missed out
Yep.
on the playoffs, and you got some rumblings going on about Frank Reich, the head
hmm
coach of the Colts, and him possibly being on the hot seat. Do you think Frank Reich could really be on the hot seat, even though he's made the postseason maybe what it was 2 years out of the 4 seasons, and considering that his quarterbacks haven't really been all that good, do you think he deserves to be on the hot seat?
No, I don't. I think we got to see him with a stable situation, like you were just saying. Let's see him with a stable quarterback. But I mean, if the Colts have a terrible year this year, absolutely, I think it should be.
Yeah, because this year they have one of the easiest schedules, right?
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor absolutely blew up last year for the Indianapolis Colts, and they have
Mhm.
one of the best running back duos in the league with him and Hines, who's a great pass catcher for them.
So.
Michael Pittman, you expect him to take another jump this year. Alec Pierce,
Mhm.
the rookie who has been
Yeah.
looking fantastic in training camp and in some preseason games. So, I mean, I like their offensive weapons. Their offensive line is still going to be a top 10 this year.
hmm
And then you look at their defense. Their front seven is loaded. They bring in Yannick Ngakwe to add
Right.
with Darius Leonard, DeForest Buckner, your former guy
Yes,
from the
sir. Love that
49ers.
dude. Love him.
And then you look at Kwity Paye, somebody that the Colts have been really excited about and feel
Mhm.
like he could break out this year. Now, the secondary, remains to be seen. They added Stephon Gilmore. So,
That's right.
when you have a good front seven, your secondary could look a little bit better. But
hmm
I think this Colts team is probably, yeah, it's the best. I'm just going to say it's the best Colts team under Frank Reich so far in his career as a head coach for them.
I agree, man. And Shaq Leonard now, he wants to be called Shaquille Leonard. This dude's a beast, Josh. I mean, I think he could be Defensive Player of the Year candidate this year.
Absolutely, he could. He could. I think
And
him, Michael Parsons will be right up
yes,
there.
sir.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously DeForest Buckner. You already know I love him. I'm really excited about this Colts team, man, up top to bottom.
Yep. Yes, sir. So you want to get into it, folks? You look down below. You see the schedule for your entire season. We're gonna go from weeks 1 all the way through 18, and we're gonna try to gauge what the record is going to be for the Colts, as well as a floor and a ceiling. So, Roach, are you ready to get this going?
Let's go. Let's do it.
For those who are watching the premiere or on the playback, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and let's go right into it. Week number 1 at the Houston Texans, a team with Davis Mills under center, no more Deshaun Watson. Houston's got some really young pieces over there, as well as Damian Pierce, who's been looking fantastic during this offseason
hmm
and during preseason games. What do you got here, man? It's a divisional game, week 1. What you got?
Yeah, a divisional game which could see an upset, but I mean, I just think the Colts are a way better team, and they should get the job done in Matt Ryan's debut as a Colt.
I absolutely agree. This is going to be a dub right out the gate.
Yes, sir.
Week number 2, another divisional game. The Colts on the road against the Duval Jaguars, the team that defeated them week 18 to prevent them from going to the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
What do you have?
Man, if the Colts lose to the Jaguars again, they should be ashamed of themselves. Colts are going to go on the road 2 divisional games and start off 2-0. They're going to get their revenge.
2-0. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, Roach, I'm gonna take a big gulp of my glass of water. Right?
Uh-huh.
You see the color of that glass?
Yeah, it's kind of tealish. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna go with an upset. I'm gonna
Woo!
go with the Jacksonville Jaguars getting an upset win here at home. I
Okay.
think Jacksonville is an interesting, young, up and coming team, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think they're going to showcase that here at home against the Colts and get a dub.
Okay. Starting out spicy. I like it.
All right. Week number 3, Indianapolis back in the Nap Town hosting against the Kansas City Chiefs. Dub or no?
No, this is not a dub. These two teams always play great against each other, but I'm going to have Patrick Mahomes and company go into Naptown and get the dub.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs as well. I think where the Indianapolis Colts could have success is trying to get to Patrick Mahomes and get through that offensive line, right?
Yeah.
But Patty Mahomes, man, this dude is just absolutely relentless. You know, Juju Smith-Schuster's been looking fantastic over there. I really like their rookie Sky Moore, and Travis Kelce is a monster you just can't stop. So I think that secondary of the Indianapolis Colts is going to get exposed a bit here in this game. Chiefs coming out with a dub, but the Colts could still win this game. You know, if you could slow down the tempo of the game, ground and pound, and try to get to Patrick Mahomes. I mean, this is going to be a fantastic game, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
All right. All right.
Week number 4, another divisional game. That's 3 divisional games in the first 4 weeks. That's pretty crazy, man. Because, you know, these divisional games, they can go either way sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So they're going up against the defending AFC South champions, the Tennessee Titans. What do you have here?
Yeah, this should be a fun matchup, like you said. But I'm going to go with the Colts. They're going to bounce back after their loss to the Chiefs. And here at home, Titans, I don't think they're going to be as good this year. So give me the Colts.
I agree with everything you just said. I don't think the Tennessee Titans are going to be as good this year. Ryan Tannehill just, he just has like this nasty taste in his mouth. In fact, I'm going to take another drink of my water. I'm going to take the Colts here at home. Week number 5, Indianapolis Colts on the road against Broncos country. Let's ride. On Thursday Night Football, Roach. Thursday Night Football, prime time.
What a game this is going to be, man. Down in Denver, week 5. Josh, let's ride. Because I got the Denver Broncos at home beating the Colts. Again, this could be a matchup where their defense, or their secondary, gets exposed for Cortland Sutton and Jerry Duty. So give me the Colts. Give me Denver. They win this game.
Don't you ever say, Josh, let's ride again.
Whoa!
Don't ever say that. That's going to get clipped. You know that, right? Look at these guys. I already know. They're about to clip that shit. Don't ever do that again. What was wrong with you?
I didn't realize I said Josh. Oh, okay. Whoops. Welp.
Anyway, the battle of the horses, the Colts versus the Broncos.
Nay.
Oh, did you just neigh?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is going to be a battle, man. This is going to be a battle in the trenches. You got a mobile quarterback like Russell Wilson, against more of a pocket passer in Matt Ryan. This is going to be a methodical game here in Week 5. We're going to be streaming this one, so come hang out. I'm going to go with Naptown. I'm going to go with the Colts.
Ooh, okay.
Going into Denver and winning this one. Give me Indy.
Saddle up, baby.
Jesus. Let's move on. Week 6. The Colts at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is what? The fucking fourth?
Yeah,
the fourth divisional matchup in 6 weeks. That's crazy. That's
wild.
I had Jacksonville winning in week 2. I'm going to have the Colts splitting here at home in week 6.
That's crazy. To have a divisional opponent done by week 6 is just insane. But that being said, I got the Colts sweeping the Jags. They're going to be a better team than the Jags, but I'm going with the Colts to sweep.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
hold on. Just got a text from UCF Jaguar.
Uh-oh.
He said, did Rocha have the Colts sweeping us? Yes, he did. Oh, he immediately responded before I even sent the text. Tell him I said go fuck himself.
Wow. Okay,
Roach, you're going
Duval,
with a
I see
sweep.
you.
That's tough. That's tough. Week 7. Another divisional matchup.
Dude, this is wild.
In Nashville. Beautiful city.
Yes,
Nashville.
sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Tennessee Titans hosting the Colts. What you got, man?
So I had the Colts beating the Titans at home in week 4. And again, you're already done with the divisional opponent week 6 and week 7. I got a split. I got Tennessee in beautiful Nissan Stadium where we were for SummerSlam. I got the Titans at home splitting with the Colts.
I'm going to go with a split as well, but I almost went with a sweep here of the Tennessee Titans because the division is going to come down between those two teams, in my opinion, right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think the Colts, really want to take it to. I mean, you want to take it to every opponent every single week, but yes. Tennessee, they want to make it clear that they are going to be coming back as AFC South champions, right? The Indianapolis Colts want to establish that, and this is going to be an interesting matchup as far as the defensive line of the Tennessee Titans and the offensive line of the Indianapolis Colts, because that's what Tennessee does very well. They like to get to the quarterback, put pressure on you, get some sacks, whereas the Colts, they have a very physical offensive line. It's going to be an interesting matchup right in that sense, so I'll take a split. Give me Tennessee.
Okay. All right.
Week 8, Indianapolis hosting the Washington Commanders. Dude, Roach, Wentz versus Matt Ryan.
Yeah, this should be interesting. But the Colts are a better team, and I like Matt Ryan better than Carson Wentz, even though Matt Ryan's on his last leg. So I'm going to go to Colts to handle business at home.
You know what? I think this might be a tougher game than people might expect. Because I like Washington. When you're talking, I keep mentioning trenches, right? There's going to be a lot of fights in the trenches, and that's a thing that Washington can do very well, right? Especially with that defensive front. And, Carson Wentz has been looking pretty decent over there in Washington with guys like Jahan Dotson, their rookie, and, Brian Robinson, the rookie running back for them, who is, backing up Antonio Gibson right now. So, I'm going to go with the Colts.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Colts. More experience. I do like Matt Ryan over Carson Wentz. I do. But I think that could be a really close game.
Okay.
Week number 9. Colts on the road against the New England Patriots, the evil empire. Who wins?
Well, guys, if you watched before this video, the Patriots video, you guys know how down bad the Patriots will be for me this year. So I got the Colts going in New England and beating Bill Belichick and getting a revenge from the Deflategate.
I'm going Colts as well. Patriots, they've been struggling offensively in training camp and in the preseason. I think it's very clear. This is something that, back before when we recorded that Patriots prediction video, that was something that we touched upon, and I feel like me and you are in agreement that they're going to be taking a step back this year. And I think the Colts get it done. They go up into Gillette and win.
Yes, sir.
Week number 10, on the road in the Death Star against the Raiders. Who wins, Roach? Who's got
this? Another great, fun matchup. The Raiders going to be a really great team this year. What the hell was that?
Oh, sorry.
But with that being said, I got the Raiders beating the Colts. These two teams always have great games. I think this will be another great one. But give me Devontae Adams and Derek Carr to win this game.
Okay, you're going with the Raiders. I will be going with the Raiders as well. One thing I mentioned earlier, the Indianapolis Colts, I think their secondary is going to get exposed at times throughout the season. I think this is one of those games. With Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, and Darren Waller, I think Derek Carr and the Raiders are going to have success in that aspect. And, I'll take the Raiders here at home.
Okay.
Week number 11, Colts hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Frank Reich, coming here at home against the Eagles. What you got, bro?
Another fun game, man. The Eagles. Josh has got me hyped on the Eagles not the bandwagon, the train this year. No bandwagon. Okay, I'm not
No,
bandwagon.
and Jalen Hurts has been looking fantastic. That
Oh,
was the
hell
biggest
yes.
question mark for the Eagles going into this season. And I was never one of those guys who was down really hard on Jalen Hurts. I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
absolutely had his faults in his game. But I'm like, man, he's still very, very young. If he can just develop and keep taking steps, man, he can make this team even scarier, a true
Yeah.
contender in this league. And he's been looking fantastic, man. I think the Eagles are just a really scary team.
They really are. And Josh, that's why I have them winning this week 11 matchup in the Naptown. I think Philly is going to have enough to go in and get the job done.
I agree. I'm going to go with Philly as well. Week 12. This is Monday Night Football. Back on prime time. Naptown at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who wins this one?
Listen, I don't like the Steelers this year, whether it's Trubisky or Pickett or Mason Rudolph, who's ever at quarterback. I just don't think it'll be a really great team this year, so give me the Colts to bounce back after 2 straight losses.
We will be streaming this game, and we will be streaming a Colts dub. Give me a Naptown win here on primetime. Week 13, the Cowboys hosting you guys in Jerry World. This is also a primetime game. Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football.
Colts or Cowboys?
Another great man. Colts got some good ass fucking games coming up on the schedule this year, man. It's gonna be a fun time. I like the Cowboys a lot this year. I know some people are down on them, but I think they'll be a good team. And sorry, Colts, but I'm gonna have Dallas defending home field and pick up the victory in Jerry as well. But it should be a really fun game.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, you're gonna have 2 defensive players that we mentioned earlier that could be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year: Shaq Leonard and Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
There's a lot to look forward to in this game. Some interesting matchups, right? Like the Cowboys secondary. They could have some success here against the Indianapolis Colts, right? And I will be going.
Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I think Dak Prescott in this one is gonna have a damn good game. He's gonna have success early and often. Colts are good against the run, but I think CeeDee Lamb has a fantastic breakout year this year. And, Jalen Tolbert, I love that rookie as well. Hopefully by this time they get some of their other guys in the receiving core back. And I think they get the job done here at home on primetime. Cowboys.
Okay. All right.
Week number 14 is a bye week. This is a late one.
Wow.
I like a late bye week in this 18-week schedule. So, okay.
Yeah.
Off of that bye week, you guys go to Minnesota to face off against the Purple People Fuckers. Who wins?
New head coach out there in Minnesota, going to be a new offense. So this should be a nice, explosive back and forth game. But I'm going to have Naptown go into Minnesota and pull out the W off the bye week. Taylor will outmatch Dalvin Cook in this game.
Roger, did you hack into my screen here? Like, are you looking at my schedule and everything like that? Because I agree. Again, I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts going to beat the Minnesota Vikings. But, man, this is going to be a damn good matchup. I could really see Kirk Cousins. I know people clown on him a whole lot, but I could see him possibly torching that secondary, right? I could see that. Especially if the offensive line is holding up for Kirk Cousins enough. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, they could do well and have success against Colts secondary. But, I could also see the Colts slowing the game down, grounding and pounding against Minnesota, and coming out with the victory, and that's what I have here.
Okay.
All right. Moving on to week number 16, back on prime time against the Los Angeles Chargers. We will be live streaming this one December 26th, the day after Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Roach?
So far, I have the AFC West being 3-0 against the Indianapolis Colts. Justin Herbert, my MVP candidate, possibly my MVP winner this year. But Naptown, y'all are going to defend home turf. Almost said home ice. It's not hockey. Home turf. You guys are going to beat the Chargers for your only win against that tough AFC West. So give me y'all to win.
Wow. Dude, We really are on the same page here in the
Oh
second
my
half of the season because I have the
goodness.
Colts in a win here at Week 16. This is one of those games where they can really establish to the rest of the league, the conference and the
Yeah.
division, hey, we are for real. We're looking to go into the playoffs. Look out for us. This could be one of those statement games for Indianapolis. This is going to be a great battle test for their offensive line when you got Bosa coming after you, Khalil Mack coming after you. This is going to be war. We're going to be streaming this, and I'm going to go with an upset Indianapolis Colts win.
Okay, let's go.
Week 17, Colts against the Giants. Give me the Colts. Give me
There's
the Colts.
not much to talk about this game. Give me the Colts. Easy.
I mean, the Giants, they could be sneaky good this year. I'll say that. They could be sneaky. I'm not saying great. I'm not saying contending for the NFC East or anything like that. I'm saying they do have enough talent where they can upset some folks. But I think the Colts win this one right here in Week 17.
Okay.
Week 18, to close out the season, Indianapolis hosting the Texans. Man, it's been a while since we got a divisional game. Almost all of them were in the fucking first half of the season.
Yeah, for real.
So, does Texans pull off an upset here, Roach?
Can we get a repeat of last year's Week 18 against the Jags?
Oh
I
my
don't-
God, dude!
Imagine
If
the
the
fighting with
Colts,
the Titans.
yeah, if the Colts are on the cusp, like they really need this win to punch a ticket to the playoffs, and somehow Davis Mills and Damian Pierce and Brandon Cooks, Lovie Smith rallies this team to get an upset victory to ruin the Colts' chances of a possible division title, possible playoff spot. That would be crazy.
Dude, that would be wild. But you know what, Josh?
Yeah.
It won't happen because they will secure a division championship or playoff spot with a Week 18 win against those Houston Texans. It's not going to happen this year, Colts fans. Y'all will be all right.
All right. I agree. I'm going to go with Indianapolis. They're not going to let what happened last year happen again. This year, they win this game, and that puts my record for the Colts at 11-6. Yours?
11-6.
My God, you damn near copied my entire schedule,
I
Rich.
ain't copied nothing, boy.
But 11-6 is good enough to win the AFC South and be division champions.
Yep.
So congratulations, Colts fans. You got them to win the South, right?
I do. Yes,
All right.
sir.
Winning the South and going to the playoffs for the third time in Frank Reich's tenure. So There we go. I think looking at the ceiling of the Indianapolis Colts, all right, could they sweep the Titans like I was mentioning earlier? They could. So that would give them 12 wins. What's another win that I could find for them here? Let's say maybe they beat a team like the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say their ceiling's going to be 13 wins. So my record prediction is going to be closer towards their ceiling.
Okay.
So 13 wins is going to be my ceiling. My floor for them, if things go wrong, I could see the Colts being, I'm going to say 9 wins is going to be their floor.
If for me, for the ceiling, I'd say 13 or 14. For me, if they could maybe go in and beat the Raiders, sweep the Titans, beat a team like the Chiefs if they get going. So I'd say 13 to 14 is my ceiling. For my floor, what if Matt Ryan is on the last edge of his career and he doesn't play well? Oof. You're talking about these big-time matchups all being L's. And I could see a floor of 7 wins if Matt Ryan does not perform.
Okay. So there you have it. That's our record prediction, our ceiling, our floor. Let us know what you have in the comment section down below. If you're watching the premiere, thank you again for watching. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on the way out. Roach, appreciate you, man. And let's get ready for the season.
Let's ride.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, wrong team. Whoops.
Goodbye.